Twitch is being very slow. About goddamn time. I've been live for about 5 minutes. No, about 1 minute. About 1 minute I've been live, and Twitch refused to go live. Type 1 when you hear this. I want to see how bad the lag is tonight. Okay, it's not too bad. It just took a while to start. So there's bonus footage of me saying nothing of import. Hi, welcome to the stream. This is the Star Fox, not Star Fox game, Starlink, which I ended up playing more of, and I like it more since the last time I played it. But only by a little bit, because I ended up doing a lot of the same shit over and over and over again, but I'm kind of having fun to the point where I don't mind yet. But I have a couple more observations to share with you. I've learned some more of the systems that are in the game, and I also, tonight, will be doing exclusively, well, not exclusively, but, you know, the Star Fox missions. It's the stuff that I wanted to do from the beginning, so I'm going to do that on stream. I have made no progress in the Star Fox storyline since the last time I streamed this, which I started last time I streamed this, first time I streamed this, only time I streamed this, aside from this time I streamed this. I'm feeling a little bit better. Last night...
Just remember to check your star map. Our army needs to grow faster than the Legion, and the Alliance trackers are best way of keeping up to date.
Okay, thanks. You know, last night I was streaming, I was doing Sunday stream, and I just felt not good.
Wherever they're off to, it won't be good. We should stop them while we can.
Can't see the imps on your map anymore. You're in the clear.
I was feeling like it just got worse as I went along. I had this bad headache. It might have been like dehydration headache, but I did drink lots of, you know, liquids. So it was kind of weird. Didn't like that. I did my best. I think I kept it together, but I was ready to.
We'd be happy to purchase some if you're selling.
I was ready to stop streaming by that time.
Fauna fertilizer without your help.
It's buffering and streaming. Vinny, you're stuttering. You know, the funny thing is, I think this is on Twitch's end. Twitch seems to be a little fucky. It took me about a whole minute to go live. I'm seeing optimal download speeds. I'm doing a speed test recommended by Beb. And my upspeed is equally optimal for streaming. So if you're having any kind of weirdness, it's definitely it's all on Twitch's end. How bad is it? Is it like fixing itself, or should I just restart the stream and hope for the best? It's okay? Alright, well then I'll keep playing for now and, you know.
Imp hive detected. Cold damage received.
Get out of here.
Recommend using heat weaponry against the enemy. Target eradicated.
So, anyway, I want to explain. Vinny, your face rig isn't working right? Oh man, you mean I'm not Star Fox? Oh, I just leveled up the weapon I wanted to level. That's good. Okay, so since I last played this, I leveled up a lot. You'll see Star Fox here is leveled. There's much leveling. Gonna get that skill. I have some really rare mods. I mean, that's the addictive part of the game for me. The addictive part is finding the modifications to make your ship more interesting. Like, for example, this epic Warrior Core 4 that I have here allows you to extra speed, handling, and precision and stuff. And your ship can double jump. So, okay. Then this thing right here gives you extra defense. Then this one gives you extra experience. This one gives you elemental resistance. And then this one gives you rapid laser cannon damage. This is only for Star Fox. So those are the mods I got. I found this mod. Every planet has one really rare relic. And they're all, like, unique as far as I understand. I only got one, but I'm gonna get another one tonight, I think. This is plus 20 fire rate, plus 20% XP. So the weapons can get their own unique mods as well. And what I've been doing is I've been working on leveling. When I level a weapon, you can see it's got a little yellow icon. When I level a weapon, I like to go on to the next one. And just keep leveling different weapons, so I always have, like, something that I'm working on. So let's try this, this thing right here. And I'm gonna throw a weapon mod in here. I'm gonna get this one, the Shredder. Go get some of these mods, and then you can throw in. So, oh, here's the thing I have. I can fuse the mods together. I have 70. I have 7 of these, right? With 3 and a little bit of money, I can turn it into a number 2, which just increases the, you know, usefulness of it. So you can go 3 common to 1 green, 3 green to 1 blue, 3 blue to 1 purple, if that makes any sense. So there's an addictive nature to collecting this shit, because it all comes in handy, it all really helps. That's been, aside from some of the missions, which have been pretty good here and there. Not all of the missions have been entertaining, but there's been some good stuff. Get rate of fire increase. And, so yeah, that's one of the things. I've been kind of upgrading the R-Wing as much as possible. You'll see on the map here, on the right, that meter, it says 57%. That means that 57% of this planet has been liberated. So if I want to get like 100% of the planet, I have to go around and, much like your usual Ubisoft games, you have to clear out all the red areas, and we're getting the lag. Yeah, the stuttering is totally on Twitch's end. They're not, it's not on my end at all. I'm doing okay with my download and upload speed.
You're looking
Weird.
heavy with cores there, pal. Bring him here. We'll help you unload him.
Imp swarm detected.
Ugh, they're a real problem. We should clear them out.
Can't see the imps on your map anymore. You're in the clear.
Oh, okay. Well, that was a non-issue. Yeah, so... Here, I'll turn in some of these items I have, and then... You can also buy upgrades. Certain places have stores. Vinny, I thought these were spaceships. Shouldn't you fly? Well, it depends, really. When you're... Oh, nice. I got a new mod.
Could I get some help here?
When you're on the planet, it turns into this. For better or worse. I don't mind it so much. I have some new issues with the game.
I'll scrap you for that. I'm coming for you, mud breath. Ooh, that looked like it hurt.
There we go. You're all good. You're all clear, kid. Yeah, the hovering is fine, but what you really want to do is... You know, when you're going between planets, that's when all the space stuff happens. And some of the bigger enemies you can actually be in, you know, fight space mode. Again, for anyone who hasn't watched my previous stream of this, all I can really say is it's not Star Fox. But there are elements of this game that I would love to see in a Star Fox game, which is like leveling up your ships. That would be cool for a Star Fox game. Getting different weaponry, customizing your pilots. So I like a lot of this. And yes, it's extremely No Man's Sky as well, for anyone who is mentioning No Man's Sky, which is everyone. I want to, before I attack Wolf or find Wolf. I want to get the pyramid on this planet to get the rare thing that is available. You know, I don't have any of the toys. You don't need them. I recommend the digital version if you end up getting this, which it's not for everybody, as I said last time, but
Warning. Incoming outlaw hyperspace trap.
I've had no issues without having any of the toys. I just, you know, go through the menu and replace my gear that way. Okay, so my wolf mission is go to Tundria, which I've never been to. But like I said, before I do that, I'm gonna hit this planet up for a rare modification. So, planets are kind of different. You know, there's different, like, life forms, tiny little life forms on each planet. But they do kind of start to blend into each other a bit, which, you know, you kind of start to know what to expect eventually. But there's unique, like, formations, there's unique, things to do per planet. There's, like, story elements. There's a couple things that it's worth exploring. Like, I've done 3 full planets by now, and even though they're pretty similar to each other, I haven't felt like it was like a huge detriment. And yeah, Twitch is really screwing up tonight. Okay, so what are my problems with this game? My problems are you can't remap the controls. There is motion aiming by zooming in, but it's so poorly done. I would love gyro aiming, so that way I could pull up the shield by pressing the X button and being able to, like, face enemies, because you can't do that otherwise, because you can't press X and use the stick at the same time unless you, like, use a crab claw. Same thing for boosting. You know, I'm holding boost, and now I have to, like, switch my finger. You know, there's that. You can't get out of the ship, but I don't really want the characters to get out of the ship. Do you remember in Star Fox games when you can get out of the ship? Not always a good idea. And again, this isn't a Star Fox game, but it's like, let's not get out of the ship. That's fine. Let's just say this. Star Fox Assault, it worked okay.
Nice try.
This is why hover mode is usually a good idea. You have, better access to this kind of thing. But, you know, I think Star Fox is not a series I remember with Fox getting out of the ship being, like, the main feature. Like, it's kind of just... If it's there, hopefully it's good, and if not, well, goddamn.
Weapons having no effect.
Try switching up your weapons. Everything I know about Warden Spire
Alright, so you get some minor puzzle-solving elements.
tells me that's the key.
I'm gonna restart the stream and see if that fixes anything. Be right back. Okay, I don't know if this is gonna fix the problem, but I restarted, did the restart. Restarted? The stream, and hopefully that helps.
Weapons having no effect.
These Warden puzzles are vexing, aren't they? Have you got any different weapons to try?
So we were talking about stuff, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about the convention in a bit, but I really want to Really want to figure out the spire. I think I got it. Just have to shoot all the things with red.
Oh my. This spire appears to contain rods encrusted in electrum. Perhaps it was used to enhance Karit's natural electrum production.
One down.
So yeah, there is motion aiming to some extent. When you press zoom in, you can use the gyro aiming, but you can't use it when you're boosting. Oh, you can, but it's not really... It's bad. It's not really well thought out gyro aiming. You know, when you're doing this and you want to block enemy shots and you're holding the zoom in, it's not good. I don't think that they really fully implemented gyro, which, you know, if it was like Breath of the Wild, or if it was like Doom, it would be great.
Ugh, they're a real problem. We should clear them out.
Can't see the imps on your map anymore. You're in the clear.
So, I think a future update would be great, but by then I'll probably be bored of the game. So, never mind, I guess. Or Splatoon. Well, Splatoon is designed around the motion controls. I just think it would be nice for when you're holding the boost button and you want to get some, like, turns in and not just strafe. That would be great. But anyway, you've heard that complaint many times. I feel it's still very playable without that. And guess what? I'm going to repeat myself in explaining yet again how repetitive this game can be. Which, if you're into the grind, if you're into the gameplay, I don't think it's going to be a huge problem. But I'm going to be repetitive, and I'm going to say that if you want to 100% a planet, you're going to just capture... It's Ubisoft. You're going to capture this tower, you're going to go here, you're going to do this, you're going to scour this drake, then you're going to save this, and then, like, you pretty much know what to expect per planet, which is all of that, plus a little bit more. Some of the quests in the main quest line have been unique. Some of the boss fights I've done so far were really, like, actually really fun. So, I'm just trying to give you a little bit of perspective on whether or not you should buy the game, and I still don't think people should buy it just because, oh look, Star Fox is in it. I mean, he's cool, he's well integrated, but there's a little bit more to the decision-making than just that, I think. So... if this game came out at a time when there weren't a lot of other games around, like Red Dead 2 next week, Soul Calibur last week, fucking Call of Duty, wow, Call of Duty, no shit, I played it earlier, yeah, then I would have played the fuck out of this. But I feel like I'm gonna fall off, which is a shame because there's a lot more work put into this game than I thought there would be. Looking for this pyramid. Oh, I want to tell you something. I played a little bit more Call of Duty. Really, I played the Battle Royale mode, and it has one really, really well done feature. There's a couple, but one that I love is when you jump in a truck and fly it around. Sorry, drive it around. It's very different things. If you're driving a truck around in Call of Duty, and people hop in the back, they don't have to like magnetically attach to it. They can just stand, and it's not glitchy. I know it sounds like such a small thing, but in a lot of games, when you get into the back of a moving vehicle, you just get flung out. They actually did the truck mechanics right. I almost never see that. So here's, you know, stuff. So if you want to loot stuff, if you like stuff, there's some stuff right there.
My folks took me to a theater in Karit's biggest town. I went back recently, but there ain't a single trace of that place anymore. Legion made sure of that.
So I'm looking for the pyramid on this planet, which, as far as I understand, every planet has a pyramid. Maybe someone can tell me otherwise. But the pyramids are the things that give you the really rare shit. Am I just sadly mistaken about this? Vinny never finished Far Cry 5. That's
Wherever
correct.
they're off to, it won't be good. We should stop them while we can.
Imp hive detected.
I got bored. I got bored of it. Ubisoft games, they can, you know, sometimes they kind of win you over for a little bit. But you have to be kind of, you know, motivated to continue playing them. It's like there's a honeymoon period with Ubisoft games for me. You know, I always get interested real early on. I'm into it for a while. And then, you know, they start, like, I don't know, dressing like Mormons.
Yes! Fox 1, bad guy 0.
I don't know. Vinny, where did that come from? I don't know, just Mormon. Remember last time I talked about Mormons on the stream and half the chat was like, oh, Mormons are nice people. The other half was like, they're disgusting, they're a cult, they're terrible. And then I was like, hey, let's talk about pants instead. I'm sure we can all figure this all. They're kind of both. That's what I think, but I'm sure everyone can figure all that out on their own, you know? You don't need some dumbass video game streamer to tell you whether or not Mormons are a cult. You can be nice and in a cult. Now that is a horrendous statement. You need to take a side, son. How dare you? How dare you not take a side? How dare you see the reason and logic to have a rational viewpoint about something? Is Vinesauce a cult? Remember, you can be nice and be in a cult.
Complete. Fauna identified.
Alright, well, I don't see the pyramid on this planet, and that's really upsetting, because I was really hoping that I could get one of those doohickeys. Alright, maybe I'll come back here. Pioneer wreckage. Maybe this planet is just lame. Maybe that's the real problem.
A Nomadon. A mighty creature. Apparently it collects dew on its back to survive in the desert heat.
Special delivery. We just got a big electrum haul from our prospector pals.
Jew. Okay, this might take a little while. Oh, for fuck's sake. How do I make this go faster? No. Oh, it's speeding up. It's speeding up. Buy the Fast Ship DLC. So, how do I put that toy? Where do I put it to get it to work with this game? Do I have to put it in the Switch? Do I have to put it up my ass? How does that work? You.
I'm picking up some wreckage near your position. Might be worth checking out.
The famous quote. They only recorded one line. Oh, cool. Cool meteor. Cool fucking...
Weapons having no effect.
Cool asteroid in the back there. Nicely done. Chew. There's a video about ants where the dude was narrating it and saying that ants like to suckle on dew. I thought it was Bill Hader that did that. It wasn't. Someone said this doesn't feel like Star Fox. Game looks nice though. Well, that's kind of been my big warning. It's not a Star Fox game. It's like the interest level shot up when Fox was announced for it. And then for me it shot up more when I saw gameplay footage. But I didn't come in to Starlink expecting Star Fox. But what I would love for another Star Fox game is I kind of would like an open world Star Fox game. Similar to this, but, you know, its own thing. And different weapons, different pilots, maybe leveling up your ship. With some on-rail segments. Like, you know how the focus of Star Fox was always the on-rail sections? Cool. But I think maybe if there was ever another Star Fox game that learned from, you know, modern stuff and this, I would much rather a game with less on-rail segments that still exist, but, you know, you go through them, you can get high scores, which could unlock you more shit. There's different paths that you can take, just like the old games, but just that's not the central focus. Vinny, this is so close to what I've always wanted in a Star Fox game. Me too. It just misses the mark in some other ways, but it's... Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, there's so much to like. What I don't like is this. This isn't that good, John. I don't like going into hyperspace from planet to planet. It takes too long. But then again, I guess Breath of the Wild has you doing the same shit. And then you can fast travel once you get to the planet. But hey, it's peaceful. And, yeah, Breath of the Wild has you getting them Koroks. Where's the Koroks in this, huh? Problem with Breath of the Wild is every time you wanted to get to the location, there would be something interesting every 30 feet. And you would just never get to your destination because you're too busy, like, wanking about, you know. In this game, you know, there's stuff like this. Let's check it out.
I'm picking up some wreckage near your position. Might be worth checking out.
Near the position? No shit.
Oops. Did I get you? Whoa, closer.
Sometimes these things are worth it. There's like bandit ships that have a lot of good stuff in them. You saw me do a raid on one of those last time I streamed this. That was... You know, there's more of those. Oh, that's good. That's a blue. Plus 60 speed. Wait, is that what I got? No. I got this. Plus 60% damage, plus 20 range, plus 25% damage to targets in gravity effects. Surprisingly good. So, actually, I would say it is kind of worth it sometimes to go for the
Picking up some
shinies.
wreckage near
Oh,
your position.
please!
Might be worth checking out.
That dialogue tree is broken. And you can check if you got everything of worth on your map usually, which I'm not seeing anything here that would do that, but usually such a thing is possible. This is also a good game for handheld because there are times I played it for like 20 minutes and then just put it into like sleep mode. You know, just get a couple mods, level up a little bit, destroy a couple bases, and then you're good. Vinny, do you use your Switch a lot while you're traveling? Well, when I was in Atlantic City, I did. I used it. I played it when Joe is mixing. I tend to play my Switch at the studio. And sometimes I'll just play on my couch while I'm listening to a podcast or watching TV. So, yeah, I use the Switch a lot in general.
Hey, that's a nice ship. Think I'll take it.
This is the
Ninja.
highest difficulty area I've been to yet.
I'm on fire.
And it sucks. I think I need some better weaponry. I've been working on leveling, like I said, some of these weapons. So I'm gonna go for the shotgun. Range would be good for a shotgun. And this one... well, we're on an ice planet, so I probably want to use fire. And I'm gonna use the, I'm gonna take this mod off of another thing and put it on here. That's good. A fucking guardian from Zelda? That is a plant.
Frontier data array located. Hacking it may provide useful information. Sensor array marked on star map. Starlink database updated.
So there's a little thing that happens here when you get to a place like this. You start hacking. You have to stay within the area,
Came to the wrong
and you get
place,
spawns.
pal. Got no choice but to take you down. Hey, time to say goodnight.
It's go time, boys.
Here we go.
Slippy here.
Oh, Slippy, no!
Yeah, you're mine.
I'll take Falco. I'll even take Peppy, not you, Slip. Just make the ship, Slippy. Don't actually fly them.
Nice job. That planet's better off without those morons wandering around.
One of the upgrades I got allows the Star Fox dude to stay a little bit longer. I also fully upgraded the thing that allows me to call them more frequently.
Wrong place, pal. Got no choice
They have
but
an
to take
opening
you down.
barrage, which does a lot of damage. So, it's a really useful special ability.
Access granted.
Worth upgrading. Oh, that's 3 blues. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Time to go.
Only place to escape the extreme cold on Tundria is in the Valley of Glass. Lots of prospectors set up shop there.
So, if you look on my map here, you'll see that since I did this one thing, I now have my faction only has 2% of the planet. So, this is the only area of the planet that has a base of the Starlink crew or whatever the fuck it's called. And it can get attacked. But it's not like another settlement needs your help. It's more like you can just go there and help if you want and you get more experience. Vinny, did you mention how this game looks like No Man's Sky? Yes. Very many times.
I'm on approach to
That's
the
correct.
ice brig.
Take care now.
Take a
That
shot.
prospector machine came
Every
from
time.
here. Wolf's henchmen might still be lurking.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on my G diffuser. Never know when I'll need a jet.
There's a story mission.
Look! Hello? Excuse me? Can you get us out of here?
Are those the researchers from Haven?
You found them!
They're locked behind some kind of shield. Can you hack it, Slippy?
Can I ever? Connect to that terminal. I can decode it from here.
Vinny, how do you feel about this game legitimately having Star Fox intertwined into it instead of just going, also, hey, Fox is here? Happy with the amount of effort they put in to make that happen, is how I feel.
It's working. It might take a little time to break through.
You can still see some of the stitching.
That's Wolf.
Now, be polite, little dogs, and destroy them!
But it's good.
It's a trap! You got enemies incoming!
Oh, hey, Admiral Pep Bar.
Slippy.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
Keep on it, Slip. We'll just have to fight them off for now.
You know what? Have I showed you guys the meteor? The weapon I've used the least? Because it's insane. It's good. It's really good. It's just really hard to hit with. So it's one of the best weapons in the game.
Hack successful. Access granted. Useless! All of you outlaw swine. Ugh. Perhaps I'll do this my way.
Hey, our beef's not with you.
Okay, goodbye.
We're just looking for Wolf.
And you thought you'd find him here? That fool Cash played his role better than I thought.
What? Look, I don't know what Wolf promised you, but I'm telling you, it's not worth it.
The expedition sought to limit my ambition as well, but I'll never surrender, especially not to the likes of you!
It's such a ridiculous move.
Such a nuisance! No! I told Wolf this trap was a foolish idea. It will be weeks to find new researchers. Ah!
Team, report.
The hack is complete. Now let's go free those researchers.
Are you okay? What happened?
It was a nightmare. Those outlaws demanded to know where to find Legion. We told them Ashar's a good bet, but I didn't realize they'd make us work there. Next to those horrifying cell blocks, no less. And for a prospector.
Okay.
Sounds like Wolf's got a big operation on Ashar. We got our next target, boys.
In other words, this was all just a trap. You know what that means.
Wolf knows we're here.
And our next fight may be the hardest of all.
To Ashar!
Alright, to Ashar. How long do I have to go and travel in space now?
Starlink database update.
Oh, nice. Charged laser booster. Finally, my lasers are getting more powerful. I've been waiting for this moment for all my life, oh lord. Good.
We just got a shipment of Electrum. Seems our prospector friends have been busy.
Eventually I'll have to come back to this planet. But before I leave...
Imp swarm detected. Wherever they're off to, it won't be good. We should stop them while we can.
You see? Where's the... Oh, there they are. Are they trees?
Keep it up. They can't take much more.
Cold damage received. Recommend using heat weaponry against the enemy. Imp swarm neutralized.
Yeah. Alright. And I got everything here. Or at least anything substantial. There's probably like some minor loot to acquire, but it's, you know. So, okay, I should probably talk about this convention because I was putting it off. It was a small convention. Not a ton of people were there. I didn't like the hotel / casino because it was too big and too impersonal. It's called Ocean Resort. I can see how people would like it, but it was originally Revel, which was a place that was this huge Vegas-style casino that, you know, when you're building a casino for Atlantic City, you have to take into account your audience. This place was too huge. And I know it's off-season, but it was also really empty for off-season, like, for a giant place. Or it was so big that it just seemed empty. But, so I get there and I have a burger. Burger immediately gets me sick. And I was like, what am I doing? You know, it was called the Market Burger. It was basically a sausage and peppers type burger, even though it wasn't, it was just beef. And then they just, like, stapled a floppy pepper to the top of it. So, that really dampened the whole thing for me, because already I get there, I eat, and I'm just like, oh, no. You know, I feel like if you're gonna do a big fancy Vegas-style place, you have to have some... You can't have food getting people sick. Me and Justin Silverman had Chinese food the next day, and it was a little better, but it still wasn't that good, and it still made my stomach feel, like, uncomfortable. I was like, the whole time. But it wasn't fun to, for that, and that probably, you know, dampened my experience. I also, without going into too much detail, they gave me a hard time at the front desk, and I couldn't get in touch with the con owners, the con runners, because they put me under a weird name, and I tried a number of names, but I was under Vincent Jabroni. Good. That's when I do Vinetalian. That's how good that is. So that happened. So I'm walking through the casino, and then I'm just greeted by ass. And there's, like, as I explained the other day, it's like the Super Mario Brothers movie. There's rafters, and it's a burlesque club in the middle of the casino, and it was just... They say burlesque, but it was strippers that weren't stripping. and they had, like, thong booty asses, and that was it. That was the whole thing that was going on there. And again, I am absolutely not saying that this is a bad thing. It was just totally surprising.
Warning. Atmospheric corruption detected. Flight engines are affected.
Oh, fuck. Oh, this planet sucks.
Closing in on the work site. If Wolf really is building his own Legion machine, this prospector is the key. We find him, we find Wolf.
Oh my god. Oh no!
You're closing in on the work. If Wolf really is building his own Legion machine, this prospector is the key.
Peppy's going a little senile.
We find Wolf.
I know, but it's okay, Pep. You don't have to you don't have to keep telling me.
I know it.
Copy that, Peppy.
I need to repair the R-Wing.
It's getting too hot.
So anyway, yeah, it wasn't my type of place. The Hard Rock was much more my speed, and also a better fit for Atlantic City, which is to say people that don't spend like they're in Vegas. No shit. This is the first time one of these life forms has actually attacked me. These are a little harder to scan, too.
Partial scan complete.
The bastards.
Scan more specimens to complete the DNA profile.
Vinny, how much content is locked out to you if you don't have the toys? None, as far as I'm aware, depending on the version you buy. If you buy the standard edition, you get most of the weapons. Here's the only thing that's locked out, as far as I'm aware. Because you can just digitally get everything. And I don't know because I don't have comparisons. So here's my thing. I think you get... If the Switch version, you get a couple pilots and Fox. And then you get some of the bodies. And then you get some of the weapons. Which means that the game is playable and completable completely. That's... to the best of my knowledge. Please do the research on this. The version I have has everything, which I think is the deluxe version, which is still cheaper than the toys. So, as I said before, for people that are even considering buying this, if you're really into toys, that's cool and everything. But I think it's almost a better... It's almost a better deal to just get the digital version. Anyway. Yeah, there's no missions locked out or anything like that. There we go. This doesn't feel like a Toys to Life game. I thought it would. It doesn't.
Thanks for the help.
Vinny, remember when games had everything in it always? That's Ubisoft's fault for trying this Toys to Life shit. Seriously. But I give them credit for not forcing you to do it. That's why I hope if they do a sequel to this and they just abandon that concept and just make a really good space shoot game. They have a good base.
Welcome back, partner. Sure thing. We'll get your ships back in tip-top shape.
Like, they can build from here and really turn this series into something special, in my opinion. But, that remains to be seen whether or not they will do so. I hope they do. Because I like space shooty games very much. And I haven't had a good one in a while. So...
The rest is up to you.
yeah, I'm a little underleveled for this place. So, casino, right, okay, so I didn't really care for the food, I didn't care for the casino. Like I said, the best part was the people at the convention. I gave a panel, and here's the thing, I am not going to go into too much detail about this panel, because for those of you that were there, You're well aware of what happened.
Legion corruption detected on nearby fauna.
What I thought was going to be a Vinesauce panel wasn't. Simple as that. It turns out it was a YouTuber panel, and the dude who was doing the panel with me and Silverman wanted to do the whole thing. That's basically what... You can't drop that on us and not elaborate. Well, I wasn't conned, it was just... We were with someone who was extremely... He was a nice guy, I talked to him afterwards, but he was extremely forthcoming. He was really, like, he wanted to, like, interact with the crowd. He brought people up to talk about game development. It was being treated as if it was a panel about game, like, people that wanted to work in the games industry. I don't know if that was what the panel was about when I was told that we were doing a panel. So it was totally different. It wasn't a Vinesauce panel. It was not a Q&A panel. Then again, I had very few expectations about what it was. It just turned out to be something, like, really, really different than I expected. So I didn't say a whole lot. I threw in my 2 cents. I had a couple moments, but generally I ended up talking to people after the panel. And so I let people do their thing, I let people talk, and then I met them afterwards, and that's when I got a chance to interact with everybody.
Still gotta break this thing open or Grim's gonna have her hides.
That looks like the place. I'm going in.
But again, there was a lot of poor communication, like them putting me under a weird name, you know, and then, like, the hotel not letting me in for a little while. There was that. There was just lack of communication, and some of that was my fault, because I didn't reach out to try to find out what was going on. But the con itself was, there were more people than last year. It was more successful than last year, but it was still a really small con. And I almost feel like it was more of an industry con, like they did awards for indie games.
Time to scram.
All right, now that they're gone, can anyone tell me what's up with the laser tank?
If I ain't mistaken, that's the ice brig machine from Cash's base.
Yeah, I know what it is. I'm just trying to figure out what those numbskulls were aiming to do. I mean, they opened the other 2 compartments, so why is this one not working?
If we scan the machine, I should be able to determine the source of the malfunction.
Thanks, Slippy.
Cut it out.
There we go. So, yeah, it was a small convention. There were some vendors, there was some cosplay stuff, there was tournaments. It's not like there wasn't stuff there. It was just, it was in a huge space. It was in a huge space, but it was like a, there, you know, it was smaller. Anyway, that night, I was feeling real weird. I was still sick from the burger. The casino wasn't really doing anything for me. I had met everybody that wanted to meet me. People, you know, were really cool. But it got to the point where it hit like 11 p.m. And I was like, listen, I was thinking about it. I was like, I don't want to be here anymore. I'm not drinking. I'm not feeling that great. And I'm not going to sleep well in a hotel room. And I have nothing to do here tomorrow. So I just drove home in the middle of the night. That was what I did. I didn't have a bad time. It's just, it was a little bit unfortunate. Marred by a shitty burger.
The machine's energy output is almost
I get 4 hours in the ball pit. Yeah.
Great. So how do we open it?
We need to find another way inside.
So what else? Yeah, I didn't hate it. I'm definitely being a little dramatic about it because I guess going to the Hard Rock in the past 4 months and then going to the Tropicana last year, well, it kind of set my expectations. And I was also last year I had a better time because I was with more friendos. And it was like a much more
Guess I just yank it open.
themed casino. Like the Tropicana was cool because there's like an actual theme.
This old hunk of junk is still active.
Take your time. That's quite a hefty defense system they got there.
Hey, the good news is this though, no more conventions for me for the rest of the year. The next one I'm going to is PAX East, and then next year I'm just going to keep the conventions super small. Just do the ones I really like, and that's it. And it'll be fun.
It's a dead end. Some kind of missile bay.
Do not touch those missiles. They're likely volatile and extremely dangerous.
Gotcha.
Be careful on your way back. Your ship can take a hit from those lasers, but that missile sure can't.
Oh, my poor heart's thumping like a bunny. I can't take this.
You are a bunny.
Whew. Thank goodness that's over.
Now secure the warhead to the door. Then we can recalibrate the slicer, and boom! We're in.
And there goes my heart again.
Bomb secure.
Well, isn't this just peachy? I gave my crew one job. Clear the area and get that vault open. That's one job. I know it sounded like two. It's one job.
Yeah, boy!
I'll let you off easy this time. Next fight, you won't be so lucky.
Great work, Fox.
Thanks. That felt good.
Yeah, stop patting yourself on the back and let's get that laser working. I want to see what all this fuss was about.
Just tell me when it's over.
Guys, this fucking music is so good.
Yes! It's working!
You didn't even know it would work?
I was pretty sure.
Come on, let's see what we got. That's a Legion Prime, but it's completely intact. Wolf isn't just scrounging up parts to build a single robot. With Legion machines like this, he can build a whole army.
And I bet this isn't the only ship he's broken into either.
If he gets these Legion machines to Lilat, Corneria's done for. He can't even control them.
No, we have to stop him.
Hey, Equinox, sorry for the trouble, but we need your help. Wolf is gathering Legion. We need a way to track them.
If they're not part of Grax's network, it's gonna be a little tough. But I think Sage can do it. I'll get you an answer soon, promise.
Thanks, Razor. We'll be waiting.
Razor.
Special delivery.
Yeah, I think more Star Fox music would be great. I love that song, and it's good that it's in the game, but wouldn't it be cool if there is a couple more? %50 laser cannon damage while at full health. And you get extra defense. Fuck yeah! I'm not gonna go for the dodge booster, but everything else is pretty fucking good. Well, fuck, I may as well just use the lasers again then, because now they're even more powerful.
From our prospector pals.
Progress further in the main campaign to continue. Oh. Well, that might be it then.
Legion corruption detected on nearby fauna.
We'll see. Oh, where the fuck did you come from? Lasers are blue. They're blue now.
Deep damage received. Recommend using cold weaponry against the enemy.
Nah, I got lasers.
I'm burning up.
You get to use the bombs when you charge the lasers. I'm not gonna do the meme, but yeah, you have to charge the lasers.
Good to see you, friend. Legion's down and profits are up, up, up. Wait, that's a prime score. Are you giving it to me? Fantastic. Thank you.
Okay. I don't know why you'd need this, but it's yours now. Yeah, I have to progress a little further in the main campaign. Where is the main campaign? Do I even have a main campaign? Progress further in the main campaign. I have to go to Vilas. I'll go to Vilas real quick. We'll do like a little bit more, and if this doesn't activate the next wolf mission, then to be continued.
Legion probe detected.
Oh, never mind. Hang on. I'm going to take out this Legion probe. You're no good.
Probe destroyed. Uplink established. Breaching
some
Legion
hacking.
memory bank. Remain nearby to maintain connection. Caution. Legion forces on arrival.
Gravity's heavy. Yes! Fox 1, bad guy 0.
Hack successful. Legion data received and processed.
Cool. Discoveries and stuff. Yeah, it's just, it's the type of game where they just throw so much stuff at you that you're never bored. Unless you get bored by discovering lots of stuff, in which case you're gonna be real fucking bored. Vinny, what's your favorite fruit? 1-800-FRUIT! That's my favorite fruit. Sorry. Someone just wrote, that wasn't funny. That's just like your opinion, man. I didn't say it to be funny. Hang on a minute. I can't fast travel for some reason.
This might be the favorite name of anything I've ever advertised here. Other than One White Charlie's. Sherry's Berries. It says insert story when you've given or received the gifts. Well, I've been out of town. I haven't gotten Sherry's Berries yet. All right, Sherry's Berries. Since the end of the year is all about delicious holiday food, why not send an extra special holiday treat to friends, family, business associates, everyone you know? I've never met a person who didn't love Sherry's Berries. Send giant dipped strawberries from Sherry's Berries for only $19.99. That's over a 40% savings. Go to berries.com, click on the microphone and type in BURR, B-U-R-R. For my listeners, double the berries for just $10 more. Berries are terrific and a sweet holiday gift. They also have delicious products such as Christmas cake pops, cheesecakes, and dipped pretzels. Here's the only way to get this special $19.99 Sherry's Berries offer. Call 866-FRUIT.
Why is it? It's not funny.
What the fuck am I selling? Did I approve this? This is fucking ridiculous.
So, I think Sherry's Berries was the only sponsor that ever dropped Bill Burr because of that reading in particular. They just dropped him. So, he's done. They got rid of him. That was about 5 years ago. A lot of people, from what Bill said in interviews, like when that's his podcast, so he does the podcast thing. You know, he does the advertisements. Which again, I don't fault anyone's hustle. However, he usually gives the fucking advertisements a personal Bill Burr twist because he's nutty. He's crazy. And they usually get it, and they're usually okay with it, and they usually don't fuck with him too much, and they just let him be an asshole because they know that the audience would much prefer him to be himself. But he said he was dropped. I think he was dropped by Sherry's Berries and then a couple other ones, or maybe not. Maybe it was just Sherry's Berries, but I don't know. Also, probably not a good idea to mention diarrhea when you're trying to sell a product. Not that he's done that. I don't know if he's done. I'm just general advice.
Ninja.
So now you know why I do the phone number, and it's 866-FRUIT. I got it wrong. Yeah. Now I know. Now I got it. I know what's up. But yeah, I'll try this. I'll see what's going on here. While I'm doing this, I might take some footage from my phone.
Warning. Incoming outlaw
Fuck.
hyperspace traffic.
Never mind. Ah, eat a dick.
Oh, my tail. Ouch. That must have hurt.
Looks like they've got it out for you.
Yeah, I could have sworn I had a fast travel to planets. But I've never been to this planet either. So, you know, it's not really a surprise. Oh my god. Please, I wanted to get the Gorillas and Nine Inch Nails footage off my phone.
Recruit next? Like a dino bro or a plant man?
Levi, I don't think you're supposed to call them plants.
Levi Paul.
I've been called worse.
Whoever we find, we need to find them fast. The Legion are growing. First the raiding parties, then extractors, now primes. I believe our next target may be the hardest of all.
Wait, you think there's something bigger out there?
Theoretically. The source of these primes must be massive, and likely interplanetary.
So, the primes come from a big spaceship. Why can't we see it?
Big as it might be, finding it in space is like searching for a pebble in an asteroid belt. Ain't gonna be easy.
Someone mentioned that Mike from Red Letter Media almost bankrupted a small brewery because he said that
What's up, guys? I'm on Vilas.
their beer tasted like an outhouse.
Extractors to find the prime.
Negative. Looks like everything's dormant here.
What the fuck?
But Sage picked up the prime's electrical pulse when it went out. I'll put a waypoint on it.
Straight to the action. All right.
That's like giving a pizza place's pizza 0.0 because they kick you out. And then everyone goes on Yelp to rate them 0. The amount of influence, like, the word influencer kind of makes me want to puke in my mouth a little bit. But it's not an inaccurate statement. Someone told me that they did a report on this kind of stuff.
Bad side, friend. Thanks for the help.
And when I mentioned the Barstool Sports thing where he gave them a 0 and then everyone went to brigade them on Yelp to give them a 0, he did a report on that, like for any, you know, that was the topic.
Real smooth today.
I bet it was a fascinating report, actually. And I don't mean that sarcastically. Thoughts on Macaulay Culkin at Red Letter Media? I don't know. I guess, I like Macaulay Culkin from interviews I've heard of him in recent, like, podcasts and stuff. I think he would fit right in on a Best of the Worst. So, yeah, let's do it. That sounds great. McSwoley Bulkin, sure, why not?
Ugh. Smells like Slippy's dinner last night.
Those are bile pool.
Well, great, now the biopool industry is going to go out of business because Fox just said they tasted like Slippy's dinner.
Vilus's plethora of rare mineral deposits.
Whatever floats your boat.
Even Fox influencing things now. God. It's like an outhouse. But, I mean, you know, there's an attempt to make the planets... Oh, fuck off! Yeah, you can see the 3 planets that I've been to today. Actually, more than 3, but the 3 new ones, at least. They're all pretty different from each other. Just, well, not completely different from each other, but different enough that you feel like you're on a different planet. Again, not expected from a shitty Toys for Life game. Feels like they went a bit above and beyond for this. Alright, fine. I won't scan you then. Oh yeah, those are some nice sacks.
I see the Prime, but it's not moving.
You there. Over here.
Hey, did you take down that Prime?
We fought as one, but I alone survived.
That's rough. Sorry to hear it.
I don't need your condolences. I need my ship repaired. One of the monsters escaped.
No problem. Let's get you straightened out.
That will do it. Now, I have a crushed giant to track down.
You've had it rough. Let me take care of that giant for you.
You're capable?
It's what I do.
Fine. I could use a moment to pay my respects. Once the giant's gone, report to my armory.
You guys hear that?
She's just the kind of recruit we need.
We'll see. Keep on this one, and let us know what you find.
She's going to repeatedly press the E button, because in this game, there is no F button. How many years to come do you think people will be spamming the F button when any kind of, like, sad thing happens?
They're filled with putrid gas? More like a fart balloon, am I right?
Did you know that Levi gets violently murdered in this game? It's true. It's true. Fox puts a blaster to his head. Yeah. Well, actually, I put the blaster to his head on purpose, yeah.
Enemy analysis complete. Stasis weaponry strongly recommended.
Giant spotted.
If you have a stasis weapon, now is the time to use it.
Starlink database updated.
It's almost dead already, but...
Yeah, that weapon's doing the trick.
So it's under-leveled for the previous area, but over-leveled for this area.
That giant is toast.
Nice work. We should go tell the prospector it's done. curious to see this armory of hers.
So, a prospector with an armory. Haven't seen that before.
When a maniacal bird starts dropping giant robots out of the sky, refining Electrum kind of loses its shine.
Didn't stop you.
Till now. Wasn't gonna fight this war on my own.
That's what I'm saying. Joining Starlink's a world apart from building your own army. This girl's got guts.
Ooh, Shade's got a lady crush.
Yeah, let's talk about crushes.
I hate you,
hey,
Levi.
Chase, Levi finally wants to tell you something.
What's that?
What? Why would you? No, that's totally not. I mean, oh, hey, is that? Oh man, it's Grax. I think I just saw him just like fly past and forget it.
It's a good thing every other character hates Levi as well, but it would be so much better if Levi just wasn't in the game. That would be super cool. Yeah.
Our prospector allies have delivered a shipment of Electrum.
He's hilarious. You guys like Levi? Say no more! Oh, okay. Most people are saying no. Never mind. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but Ubisoft made the game for the Switch. Like, they designed the whole game around the Switch's hardware, and then when they ported it to the PS4 and Xbox, they upscaled it from there. So, I just thought that was an interesting thing. Usually, the opposite occurs. Yeah, it's smart, and also the game is apparently selling well on the Switch compared to the other systems, so I'm not really surprised. The best thing they could have done for this game is something they did, which was make the toys not mandatory. If they want to establish, they put a lot of work into this game. And again, it's you know, it's definitely good. It's not an excellent game, but it's ambitious, and it's pretty cool for what I thought it would be. And if this was like toys only, they would have, I think, lost a lot of sales. So this is very smart. Also, Toys to Life isn't really happening a whole lot anymore. Apparently, like the Star Wars ones and the Skylander stuff, the sales really started to fall off. So maybe Ubisoft started development of this, and they were like, hey, maybe we should take a closer look at what we're trying to do here. I don't know.
Pilot, tell me the giant's down.
That entire division of Disney shut down a year ago?
So you've come to train with me here at the armory?
Huh?
Damn.
No. I'm after the clown who heads up the Legion.
Ah, and you want my help. We can't fight for you. Not when we're fighting for our own survival.
Fair enough. So what's up with this armory? Seems useful.
Well, it's not as easy as simply constructing a building. You'd need to inspire a world's residents to fight and give them the hope they can win. To start, you could convince the expedition on Vilas to join your cause. Even in times of stress, life persists, and it's worth defending. Select a location on Vilas for your expedition allies, and then build an observatory for them.
Oh, this is like a whole new thing. Okay. I'm probably not gonna do this today. Imp hives builds. Hold outpost sites. Destroy them to reclaim the site, interact with them, and then build outposts. Okay, that's a whole aspect of this game that's been not available. I don't think I can continue doing the wolf missions just yet.
It will require Electrum, and a good way of finding some is by bringing down Legion. If you're having trouble finding Legion on this world, talk to this outpost again. I'll be checking on my patrols. For the location, try removing an imp hive. That's what I did.
Alright, I'll do a little bit of this and then take a break. I want to definitely get a lot of time for Silent Hill tonight. And I'll also finally, as if anyone really gives a shit, because all this footage is on YouTube in one form or another. Just, show you some of the footage I took of gorillas and 9 Inch Nails. I'm gonna get it off my phone.
That weapon's doing crazy damage. Keep going.
I'm burning up.
Oops. Did I get you?
You sniffed out an outlaw hideout. I sent it to your map.
This is a prime location for an outpost.
Resources transferred.
Outpost construction initiated.
Ah, look at that star map. Now we can see this part of the planet no matter where we are.
Also, you'll see our numbers have increased on the Alliance tracker. The more residents of Atlas we inspire, the more secure this planet becomes.
What's up next?
Now you must unite the prospectors on Vilas. Build a refinery. Its resources will give us strength and hope in the coming fight.
It's as good as done.
Someone just said, Vinny, I just got done pre-ordering my Banjo-Kazooie amiibo for Smash Brothers. Are you gonna do the same? Yeah, bro, I already got it pre-ordered. I got 2 of them. One I'm gonna open, and the other one I'm not gonna open, yeah. It's a momentous occasion. Craft quality mods for your ship.
All right, resources are on board.
Okay, let's get to work. We're behind you, Starlink.
Someone in chat just said, one, I'm going to put up my butt, and the other, I'm also putting up my butt. That's good.
The planet rallies to your cause. You must go on. Continue to build. And you may also upgrade existing outposts. That will certainly earn you friends. Once we have a secure hold on Vilas, it'll be time to build an armory of your own.
It's really smart, dude. Get them up there. That way no one can steal them. Alright, let me build the one last thing and then we'll take a break.
Unknown vessel approaching.
Huh? Where?
Error report. Area clear.
That was weird.
Cloaking. Someone's cloaked.
Turn the tides on Vilas, friend. Meet with me at the armory.
Proximity warning. A new prime has arrived on Vilas.
Dang it. Gala, you got
You know
enough
what?
troops to hold it back?
I can show you the prime fight. You might like the prime fight. That would be a good end to this.
Continue to my armory.
It's like fighting one of the ancient things from Skies of Arcadia. I forget what they were called in that, but... Gigas. They were called Gigas.
Workshop setup complete. Check in with us when you're ready. Your hole's full of organics.
Not
I'd love
Gigas.
to analyze them.
Gigas.
Come over. Let's barter. Hello. Cooking up new tech for you. Good stuff. Very exciting.
Holy fuck. Jesus fucking Christ, I kind of want that. That is an amazing mod. That's also most of my money. Got it. And now I'm down 1 million electrocom. My name, Duke Electrocom. That is dope. Tight. Guess I have to go to the armory first. Well, this might end up being the full 2 hours after all if I end up doing this fight. Maybe not. Probably could do it in under. Fresh.
Outlaw vessel approaching.
This is getting weird.
Error report. Area clear.
I'm thinking Sage is on the fritz.
What do you mean?
She keeps saying there's a ship, but nothing's here.
Sage is bugging out, yo!
Snake! There are 4 guards on the elevator with you!
Keep working on that armory. I'll check in with Sage.
The people are ready to take up arms, frail as they may be. But I'll turn these revolutionaries into soldiers yet. Your efforts have made this possible. I offer you this, the blueprints to my armory. Find a location for it on Vilas. I will gather everyone and direct them your way. Do not dally. The more primes that arrive, the less we can afford to wait.
You got it.
Dilly-dally, shilly-shally. I think I see why the Wolf missions are spaced out so far from the main campaign, because you can upgrade the R-Wing to the point where it seems like it's the best option. I don't know if it really is, but getting the R-Wing mods probably breaks it a bit.
Marking on the map. Maybe we can unlock this one too.
It's an easy one. I saw an image today that said, can't criticize Final Fantasy VII Remake if it doesn't come out. And it was like a finger pointing to Cloud's head like that other meme.
Sort of control station that communicates with the other spires on Vilas.
Warning. Atmospheric corruption detected. Flight engines are affected. Proximity alert. Extractor detected.
Whoops.
Power rating high.
Our allies must be protected against threats like this. We better take action.
Extractor location marked. Check your star map for more detail.
Unknown ship. Divert course immediately. I'm conducting very important research and don't have time for visitors.
Dr. Thorne? Fox here. Fox McCloud.
We're from the Equinox. And I believe you know our captain, Victor St. Grant?
Of course. This is incredible. How is he?
St. Grant is gone.
I'm sorry, child. You must be devastated. Please, come straight to my outpost.
Jesus, fuck, that was a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage.
We must talk.
I need help. Thanks, Pep. Well, now Peppy has nothing to do for 5 minutes.
I believe destiny has brought us together. Years ago, St. Grand and I began a project that could destroy the Legion for good. We parted ways before we could complete our research. For the
Weirdest
sake of Atlas and
mashup
the galaxy, you
of
must
art styles.
finish it.
Guys, I think we should help her.
Didn't St. Grand ditch her way back when?
I know. But what if Thorne's right and we can stop the Legion?
It's worth the risk. Dr. Thorne, we'll help you finish your research.
You've just taken the first step towards saving the galaxy. I'm sending you the coordinates of...
just want to fight the Prime. I want to fight the big robot. I don't know where the big robot is.
Swarm artifact that's taken me a century to find. I call it the Keystone.
Peppy's going fucking mental.
St. Grand and I have been searching for my species for years. How did you locate the artifact?
You brought the swarm specimen with you.
Dutch is the whole reason we came to Atlas. We're trying to take him home.
It's a fool's errand, and I fear you'll regret it.
Hey, how can you say that? He's one of us.
One of you? You have no idea what they're capable of. Please, understand, the swarm are nothing like our...
I have to kill more extractors before I can see the Prime on the map?
More
Oh,
like
okay.
locusts, an unstoppable, destructive force of nature.
I'm just trying to think if it's worth it.
Why are you even trying to find them?
I don't know, chat, do you want to see me fight a big robot, or you want me to... What do you want to do?
Our futures.
I see a couple yeses. I see most yeses.
One down.
Still have time for Silent Hill. It's not like... Ooh, it's not like we won't.
I got you in my sights, dirt hog.
My hog?
The extractor is vulnerable. Target the main structure.
I'm on fire.
Ninja.
Vine Hog emote when? Man, I would have loved a Vine Hog emote, but the ones that I got weren't really appropriate.
Reading on Vilus's Prime.
It was either just like a
Destroy few
pig
more
cock.
extractors, and I'll be able to tell you exactly where it is.
Or it was like Raiden's face next to a hog, but you can't really do two faces in one emote. You could kind of hardly tell what it was. Probably have a better thing for this. Let's try this. Much better. Yeah, the lasers are good too, but I think I'm good for now with this setup.
Great. Vilus's Prime can't hide for long. Destroy one more extractor, and I'll be able to find it.
Well, that's quick. That's not too bad. Okay, one more extractor, and then you get to see a big robot fight. Which I may be a little over-leveled for. One more time, guys. Just one more! We got an emote for that, but we don't have a hog emote. Shocking. Come on.
To
Fuck.
anyone receiving this, I'm stranded. Help me.
Ready
What?
to go.
It's copyright Redbox. Can't say that. I guess if I built an army, more of that kind of shit would be happening, where people would be helping me out with this stuff.
Yes! I've got a lock on Vilus's Prime. Updating your star map now.
Where's the fucker? Did they not? Oh, there it was. Oh, fuck. Alright, here we go. Giant robot. That drone was healing the extractor? Oh, that's what that drone was doing? I was like, why do I have an ally? It's okay, it's dead now, Jim. Is this game decent, or is this game Descent? I'm not sure what did you mean to say, because it's not like Descent, but it's pretty decent. Oops. What's your favorite Star Fox game? I mean, it's gotta be Star Fox 64. I played that endlessly. Assault was okay. It's not very memorable to me, but it's still something I enjoyed. And then the original, which I would love to see brought back with a better frame rate.
Look, it's opening. Hit the faceplate.
Oh yeah, I'm over-leveled for this.
It's trying to flee. Quick, after it.
Just like fucking bitch slapped me. Yeah, the first one of these I took down took like 10 minutes. 5 to 10 minutes, something like that. Here, I have to handicap myself now. Oh, there's also a dynamic difficulty that you can— not dynamic, but you can just raise and lower the difficulty in the menu.
Gravity's heavy.
But I'm gonna keep doing it like this, and if it gets too easy, then I'll fuck with it.
We've exposed its weak point. Aim for the midsection.
Oh, you mean like this? Oh fuck, they're missing! Falco, you missed! Falco, get in there! Falco! Oh, Falco! Totally fucked that one up, Falco. Yeah, the original Star Fox was amazing. When I got that game, I think it was like for Christmas, my cousin and I would not stop playing it. That was in the Super Nintendo for months. And then all the different paths that you could take to, you know, get different endings and shit. Or not like, not necessarily different endings, but yeah. It was a very replayable and and great game that really felt like a new thing. Like, it was one of the... That was one of the times growing up that gaming, like, really fucking smacked me in the face with something new. Shit. That, Mario 64, those were, like, the two big moments. So Star Fox and Mario 64. Ocarina of Time was amazing, and it blew me away, but it wasn't like a technological leap. Like, coming from Mario 64, it was pretty much, like, you knew what it was going to be like, because you were able to control Mario in a 3D setting, and that's kind of what I expected Zelda to be like, and it was. But it was still absolutely fucking amazing. I'm not talking about the quality of the game, I'm talking about the technology. The lock-on was a leap forward, though. Having the combat system actually... Mario 64 didn't really have much of a combat system. It just had like a punch, kick, and then you had to stomp on some stuff, and then like grab Bowser. Zelda 64... Like, Ocarina had the lock-on system, which changed pretty much everything in that sense. But it was still, like... You know... The leap from Mario 64 to Ocarina of Time wasn't as big of a leap as it was from, like, Super Nintendo to Mario 64, that's what I mean.
If this Prime had gotten any stronger, even the Ooze-Port might have been at risk. Good work.
That's what you get for messing with the best.
We're all proud. Just don't forget to grab the Prime's core before you leave.
So that's how you take down a giant robot. Just have to turn this in, and then we'll take a break, and I will do Silent Hill 2. Show you a little bit of concert footage, Silent Hill 2 after that, and also, if I make more progress in the campaign and I can do more of the wolf stuff, I'll do it on stream. I just don't know how far I have to go to get the wolf stuff, and how far the next mission will be. But I think like 2 or 3 streams of this game is enough to really get a feel for it. You don't need more than that. And again, I'm not really paying attention to the story, so...
The vines have trapped a large chunk of debris. To get to the artifact, you're going to need to clear it.
I went the wrong way.
Those pods govern the vine's growth and are laced with potent neurotoxins. You must remove them. This cave system holds the keystone, but it also holds danger. These
vines have trash in them.
Are far too toxic for me to get close.
Oh, really?
I've already taken the liberty of scanning your ship. Your shielding should keep you safe.
Wait, vines like those short clips that people were posting before they shut down, right?
I find it amazing that you and Saint Grand are the same species.
Aw, thank you.
I like Fortnite! How come this isn't like Fortnite? I want to shoot! I remember the first day I streamed this game, I said that kid was making Fortnite references, and everyone believed me. Okay, not everyone, but people weren't surprised! Chat wasn't surprised!
I'm a little freaked out. You don't really think that judge could be dangerous, do you?
Levi, you are aware I am on this frequency, correct?
Oh, Sorry.
Don't be sorry. I'm worried too. How much do we actually know about it?
Whoa, remind me not to get on your bad side, friend. Thanks for the help.
So Judge isn't it now? When did that happen?
The moment I started wondering if Judge was a threat.
Guys, you know Judge can still hear us, right?
Please, do not allow my presence to stop you. You are all clearly concerned.
Look, I don't like it either.
But the unknown is why we're out here.
I need to know more about Levi,
Judge.
please. I don't want to know about Judge.
Dangerous.
Thought I knew St. Grand too. Seems everyone has their secrets.
Turns out Levi isn't an epic Fortnite YouTuber.
Wait, that's a prime
He's a
score.
spy.
Are you giving it to... Welcome back, partner.
Okay. So now I have a lot of different mods that I collected. I could turn this defense mod into a blue defense mod. You know, so this is something for another time. When I'm on my own, I can do it, but... I don't even... What was here? Oh, fuck. What was here, chat? God damn it. I don't know what was here, but whatever. Okay, speed, fine. Yeah, so I'll do the mod fusion stuff on my own time, but there's... The amount of stuff I got today, I could probably make some good stuff. That, again, that's part of the addiction of the game. That's the part that keeps you coming back. That, and you can level up different pilots. You can probably play this game for 50 hours if you're a completionist. Though, I'd probably stop at around 15. So, yeah, it has some problems. It's not a perfect game. But it's pretty unexpectedly good, as I've said previously. And I had fun playing it today. If I ever get a chance to do the rest of the wolf missions, then, you know, that'll be the last time I stream it. But, yeah, I like it. I kind of like it. Probably said that last time, too. Just like that. So we're going to take a break. And I'll be back with Silent Hill 2. A little bit of concert footage. And then the rest of the stream will be Silent Hill 2. So it's going to be... Well, it's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be the final Silent Hill 2 stream. So please, strap in. Get yourself some popcorn. Or as we call it here in New York, papkern. Should be good. Vinny, do you hate Levi because he is just like you? Shut up! Fucking asshole! Fucking 1v1 me, motherfucker! Play Blackout! Call of Duty Blackout! It's huge. Be right back. So, I've been listening to Neil Young and Nine Inch Nails a lot. So, you couldn't really get further apart from each other. And I thought about it. I was like, oh, I should play some Neil Young. I've been playing too much Nine Inch Nails. But you know,